Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to very first episode of our van build. If you have missed our initial episode, please have a look. It explains the reason why we have chosen the Vauxhall Movano and why we have chosen to convert one of the vans. So this one is the L3H4. And as you can see, we do have a lot of racking in here and we do have a big ramp as well. This is our first ever van build and it's going to be a little bit challenging, but we have done a lot of research. So as a first things first, we have to get rid of all of this racking and the ramp at the back. So the ramps are going to be first. As you know, we still have one of the vans and currently still it's our kind of, not a bag up van, but it is the van that's ready to go if we suddenly need to kind of leave house with the stuff. So the idea is we're going to be taking one of the best rackings out of here and reposition this in the other van, and the other two end up going down the skip because they are quite damaged. So just to give you a rough idea, this is not the longest of the vans, but this is what we have to work with. So when I'm currently standing, the idea is we're going to have a double bed and then we're going to have a single bed because we do have a 5-year-old little girl. The whole idea is we're trying to incorporate all of that and at the same time have a little bit of the boot space, as of course you know you probably require quite a lot of it to obviously carry your stuff around as you go. So as we're standing in here, if you follow me this way here, obviously we do have the quite a big bulkhead which we're going to be removing. Our idea is, and again we'll see how this goes, because this van used to be used for transferring the medical equipment, it does have very clean sort of plastic trimming all the way around. And because we are doing this on the budget, we are going to be trying to keep as much stuff as possible. So in this instance, okay, where I'm standing now, we want to be able to have a enclosed toilet. So the whole idea of the toilet's going to go pretty much all the way to the ceiling. Thereafter, we're expecting to have a fridge and probably maybe a cupboard space, and hopefully the idea to be able to sit on the top of that. Where you see on the front of the van, it is quite common people put their kitchens. So the idea is when the bed is finishes, we're going to have a kitchen unit that's going to come up a little bit into the doorway. But this is generally how it goes. That's what people seem to be doing. So we're thinking that's going to be a good way to go. As I said, we are going to be probably changing things as we go about because things probably not going to be straightforward as they never are. But again, our idea is if you have a look at the ceiling, the benefit for us currently, we already have some electrics running too. And we have two of the LED lights in the ceilings, and then we have LED light at the back. So that's kind of going to give us a little bit, or not LED, sorry, it's normal light, but the cabling is there. So we're kind of hoping that's going to save us a lot of money, hopefully, or a little bit of money. And at the same time, cable there is kind of make it a bit easier. Again, because of the cleanliness of the ceiling, we are thinking if we're lucky enough to take it off in one good piece, providing there's enough room to put insulation and sound deadening, that sort of thing, we're hoping then to potentially reposition the ceiling back up, because doing the research online seems that the ceilings are really hard for people to, or the hardest thing to kind of make look, nice. People do this with the wood or the lino, and I know they come across with a lot of difficulties because of the shape of the van. But because this is kind of already molded into the awkward shape, we're hoping that it's going to be a little bit easier for us. But nonetheless, as I said, it's going to be all, trial and error, and we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, let's get the shelving out.
Right, okay, so we're going to be removing these nuts and bolts. They're nylock nuts from all these three on all of these. So we can take these clean off. Nuts and bolts on these are all broken and damaged. So, right, let's rip one off. Another one.
Two down. Whoa.
It's looking light.
That's already looking light. And with loads more space. Right, in there for now.
Right. Let's take this rubbish off. See, they're all broken. They're all actually completely come
opens
apart.
up. You think we had like this much space behind the shelving, which kind of really feels. If you think, generally the units, whatever you have, are going to be 60 deep. Whether we choose 60 deep on the other side, we're not sure. But it is kind of wide enough. We're hoping so. So let's go. So it looks like we come across a first little issue. Apparently those shelvings, Mr. Daniel thinks that they're bolted all the way from underneath through the van, obviously because of the weight. I think he just said yes, because I think he just climbing under it. Not something we expected, but again, it's one of those things we're going to be coming across as a challenge, I suppose. Daniel, what do you see there?
Bolts.
Bolts. Big?
You're not going to see it.
I'm not going to see it. Okay.
Right, you go in the van.
Yeah.
And start to undo one of them, and
Right.
I'll locate the one that you're doing, and I'll get on with it.
Well, wonderful. Okay, I'll do my best. Mr. Daniel is getting really, really stressed because we just cannot get this out. Apparently the bolt is like this big sticking out on the other side, and it's rusty and it's just not happening.
It's rotten.
It's rotten.
Rotten.
So just in and out, in and out. We'll try this in multiple ways and it's just not going at all.
I have to put an angle grinder to it.
So we have to then cut it off. Woohoo! Another one down.
Bites the dust.
See, beat me out, just like, let's just rip it off, right?
Yeah.
Because if we are going to be cutting it, we're certainly not going to be able to reuse that in the other van, which is a bit of a shame. But nonetheless, woohoo!
Let's just take them off.
Those things, when they're new, they would have been cost like a lot of money.
Yeah.
So this is a good point or note to self, or to anybody who wants to buy one. If you do decide to buy one of the vans, and it has the racking like that's in it, maybe consider not to. Because
No, it's fine. It's just
extra time that takes that we don't really want. Considering, again, we're doing this around the works and everything else, it's just, you kind of want things to go smooth as possible, but I can assure you, I know many people don't show.
Nothing goes smooth for me.
I'm sure many people don't show. Whatever, when they're doing conversions and things, they don't show, you know, they show just everything being straightforward. To kind of maybe encourage people to do this, I don't know. But clearly things are not straightforward. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have a hell of a lot of time and some other issues we're going to come across whilst doing that. But in the full spirit, guys, we're going to be reporting all of that because, well, life is not always as easy as we like it to be. So, right, next one.
Life is not rosy.
I'm just here to make sure the work is done properly. Because if I'm not here, it's probably not going to get done properly.
Yeah, and keep the peace.
Keep the peace, yeah. Because Daniel does like to argue with his tools a lot. Don't you? Yeah.
Might do. There's one in there as well.
I thought that taking this panel stuff will be the longest. Because no, the panels will be the longest because they have got like rivets in there, so you have to drill each and one of them. But the shelving seems to be just taking its time. But never mind. All in the name of good, we hope.
So these are all riveted on. So we'll have to drill them out.
Right.
Oh, guys.
A lot more work.
Yeah.
Last one. Yay!
Hallelujah.
Well.
Right, tidy that up, will you?
I think this is a beverage time to briefly refresh ourselves.
Well, let's just tidy up first. All right, loads of nuts and bolts in here. Get them in that box, tidy it, and then we'll have a stand back and look.
I don't think he listens. He just doesn't listen.
No, obviously not.
Just sweep it out.
Sweep it out. Yeah.
Just fucking all the way.
Let's just drive something and fly to it. No.
Right, okay. Okay, well, this is time for a beverage. First step accomplished. It only took us 4 hours.
Days.
4 hours. 4 hours just to do that, with one doing and one standing and telling what to do. Stropping, yeah. Cheers. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. Right, well, so far it's looking big already. Again, if you buy one without all this nonsense, so much easier. But we also obviously got an issue now to take off the panels. The way it's looking, we have literally panels are half of the van, like in one piece. This is going to be a big job, and hoping they're going to come off easily. Otherwise, just imagine Mr. Daniel arguing with the tools again. To yeah, because I can imagine it's going to be a nightmare. They sealed like with the mastic, like thick mastic.
Yeah, and they're riveted everywhere.
So it's going to be very.
All of them out.
So it's going to be interesting. So what we're going to do, we're going to enjoy our little beverage.
Yeah.
We're going to charge up the microphones and the phone, and we'll see you later on. Cheers. So, right, what we're doing, the step is now, we decided, or Mr. Daniel decided, we're
grinding them off.
Grinding them off because...
Yeah, because they're so rotten underneath, these bolts, you can't get them off. You cannot get them off.
Absolute mank.
Yeah. They look fine here.
Yeah.
Underneath, rotten to the core.
It kind of looks like mastic in there or something. Anyway, okay, so, health and safety.
Goggles on.
Yeah, and parkside grinder. Let's hope it's not going to let us down. How are you going? That is very stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it catching it?
Yeah. Bolts in here.
Yeah, the grinder's too thick, isn't it?
Underneath.
Yeah, we know that. The grinder's too thick, isn't it?
The stupid fucking parkside grinder. Look at the gap here. Look at that.
I assume it's down for safety or something.
You can't get flat because of it. I could take it off, but then I obviously run a risk.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that.
I'll just persevere and
muller.
Yes, it's coming.
The trouble is, we've got almost
nearly.
So we've got how many of those? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I might try.
6. We've got 6 of them to do. That's a pain in the arse.
It is, yeah. I might try and undo the others.
Yeah, I might try again, shall we? It was harder because we did this with the when the shelving was still here. Now the racking's not in there. We might be able to have a go again. Better access, maybe.
Yeah, we've got better access, yeah.
Right, okay, well, let's...
From the inside. We'll just do this one and then we'll just...
Yeah, okay.
Continue. Right,
I'll show you. Yeah.
Premises.
So, we had a little bit of an issue, didn't we, Dan?
Yeah.
Yes, the brand new Parkside grinder. What did it do?
Packed up.
It stopped working. This is just kind of our sort of luck. This is what I mean, guys, when I'm saying to you, like, when we're doing stuff, right, things just don't always... Or quite often just don't go right, do they? What's the chances? It did well. You managed to get one through. We now have a hole in the van. Like, we have a hole in the van. So now, Dan's going to try to use, what is that?
A multi-tool.
A multi-tool.
But the only issue with this, I'm going to try with these blades. Now, I know they're for wood. I've got 1,000 of them, so I don't care if I burn through 1,000 of them.
Yeah, okay.
Or 999, but let's just, you know, what have I got to
At least it's closer to the screw, technically.
Yeah.
What a palaver. Right,
it
okay.
Is a palaver, yeah.
So, safety first, yes, goggles, all that. Let's hope it works, because we've got 6 to do. We just don't want to mess about, we just want to get it over and done with, don't we? Ah, that's like a hairdryer.
Yeah, well, it's faster than that, but...
Right, okay. So guys, this is day number 2, because yesterday somebody threw all these tools out of the pram because that just wasn't working. We tried literally everything.
Yeah.
So now somebody ordered a proper tool, didn't you?
Yeah, I've gone with a Bosch Professional.
The angle grinder. Yeah, because the other one packed in. So yeah, we even tried, or Daniel even tried the bolt cutters. That was really hilarious to see men just trying to fight with the bolt on the floor with their massive bolt cutters, but also didn't work. Yes. Anyway, so whilst we're waiting for the professional tool, next step is to take in all of those rivets off.
Got to drill them out.
And then we're going to be taking the mastic off and seeing what's behind the van. So let's do it.
Well, we've got all these rivets as well.
Yes, and then a mastic.
So we'll just knife the mastic before we do them.
That's right.
In situ, and then hopefully we'll be able to just pull it off.
Comedian. Right, let's do it.
No, it doesn't work for us.
No, it's doing. Anyway, let's not waste time. Let's get on with it.
Let's get on.
Yes. It's a shame they're not screws, really. But well, that didn't go to plan. Anyway,
we had a drill that was sharp. Yeah?
You already figured.
It was a new drill. I did a couple already, but
anyway, you guys find that
left hand.
This video is going to be like, you know, we're not a professional van builders, right? This is just going to be a vloggy type thing, just to document really how things.
It's also good not to go in reverse.
Yeah. Okay. Good call. Anyway, Mr. Daniel, get on with that. That's better. Look at that guy. One left in there.
Yeah, one left. Yeah, that one. It's not snapped off properly in there.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
It's annoying. So I'll have to get a smaller drill, I think, just to go through it first.
Okay. Well, we'll leave you to it.
Yes.
Well, that was 10 minutes later. Finally managed to do that.
10 minutes later.
It was 10 minutes. Anyway. Mr. Daniel hopes that it's not going to be many more of those that don't come out that easily, don't you? Here we go.
Ruined that a bit and all.
Never mind.
Never mind. Right, that's food.
Do it, do it, do it.
And there's another one. Voila!
He just exited onto the driveway. Right.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, right. That bit there. You might notice over the course of time, Mr. Daniel does like to stand and just sort of take it all in, don't you? Sometimes for a little bit too long.
Yeah, it's for evaluation.
Just like to me, he's like, get on with it, get on with it. And he's like, yeah, good job that. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to evaluate your work.
So I just went in and made an espresso. I came back and it's still not finished.
Where's mine?
I'm not really sure what's going on here, but you know, that's kind of all that time it's taken to make one and he's still doing it. It's a very manly drink, isn't it? It's just taking for ages. Everything just seems to be taking forever.
Well, it is when you don't supply the goods, you know what I mean?
Keep you hydrated. Alright. It's not how Italians drink espresso. It's a very delicate drink. Yeah, you sip it.
Are you saying I'm not delicate?
Exactly that. So now get on with it. Okay. So, all off.
Yes.
All off. So now is the...
We still have the rivets on all this plastic stuff, but we've got a lot of mastic. So I want to...
I reckon there's a shitload in there.
Slice through it.
Without trying to scratch too much plastic. Not that this one matters, really.
No, we want to keep the ceiling though, don't we?
I reckon it's runway with mastic.
Yeah, probably.
I reckon it's going to be a tough job to do that.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, right. Gloves, please. Gloves.
Gloves. Oh, it's like a putty.
Gloves, please.
Ooh.
A patty.
No, it's mastic, but it's...
Oh. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of them jobs.
Gonna be pain.
It's going to be a pain.
So far, look.
I reckon we're going to end up snapping it.
Okay, well that's fine, so long as you've got goggles on.
Yeah.
So this is all that huge panel, like massive one, including the wheel arch as well.
Yeah.
There's no joint in there, and it's all mastic at the bottom. But if you snap it, you snap it. It's less parts to take down the tip.
We didn't want to keep it anyway, so...
No, not that one anyway,
No.
but just as long as we're careful.
We want to keep the roof though.
Because you wouldn't be able to get this in the bleeding tip anyway, not in that size. So-
No, we have to break it up anyway.
Yeah, so... Okay.
So,
Are you using your... Okay, okay. Oh, look at him go.
Hey?
I see this one overlaps onto that one.
Yeah. So we're going to just tear through these things.
This van's been built for apocalypse.
Let's put it back together.
Try to make it better.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, let's, persevere.
Let's out the rest of the rivets and then we'll just keep prying.
Yeah, okay.
Until we get it off. Cool.
Further down.
So what we have to do, while Anna wasn't in here and I got the mask on, is I've drilled those bigger. So I've drilled through apart from this one, which is mangled.
We thought they were holding us back.
Yeah.
Or holding this back. And then Daniel figured out this is
You probably
plastic.
couldn't hear me, so I've drilled through the rivets that were there to make them bigger. So it's actually released them. As you drill through, you can hear it just pop away from where it's being held back by the rivet that's still sticking through.
And we established now this is what, a glass coated plastic, wasn't it you said?
GRP.
Yeah, GRP apparently, so yeah.
Which is,
It's a shame because such a nice like tidy finish, but nonetheless. It's not a finish I suppose you want to sleep in.
Not, well, it's fine. If it's untouched, it's not dust. But obviously I've just created dust. Yeah. But yes.
What's the next step then?
'Cause when it releases.
Yeah.
Proper releases, doesn't it?
That'd be nice to find some Escobar's secret millions in there.
Well, this was his van. So,
Ooh!
oh, hey.
Careful.
Yes, Fibreglass. GRP. Right.
So you're just a couple of rivets there then?
Yeah. Drill a few more out the bottom there.
Oh wow. So far. Okay, we're so close, aren't we? So close.
We've got more mastic.
Oh, it feels like that mastic there. It's like really, really stuck. But Mr. Daniel's in the case. Aren't you?
Yeah.
We're so close, but yet so far, so it feels. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, go on then, let's pull it out.
Where's the right button?
Okay, Daniel,
Right.
let's pull it off. Okay, Mr. Daniel is crowbar in this now.
Don't you need?
It's the last bit, isn't it? Last bit that's holding it on, we think. Come on, panel. Build it, bum.
Get your ass out, boy.
Do you need my help?
It's actually stuck to the floor. The floor's gone down first, and it's gone up on a lip,
Right, I'm not sure what that means.
like an upstep.
Right.
So that's what it's stuck on. If you come here and hold this.
Yeah. Finally! Got this out in one piece. Yeah, but look at that. It's pretty much like brand spanking van, isn't it?
It's a bit dirty.
But it's a bit dirty, yeah. That's a bit dust, that's fine. But all of that, it's nice and clean. So all the that looks okay. So we have to be coming out
Yeah.
with insulation in there, and then
Yeah.
we'll probably reuse that one, we maybe, and then just
We
doing a
definitely
bit.
use it as a template. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
that's for sure. So that's good. That's a good start. So
Yeah.
there we are. Good morning. So this is day number 3, and the assault on the fiberglass continues.
It does.
Oh, it's been such a nightmare. It's been absolute nightmare. But we've got one panel, as you've seen yesterday, and we had we had to go and do something, help somebody to move something. So now we are tackling the panel number 2. So technically, we're thinking, because we already done this, and technically we should know what we're doing, and thus making the progress a bit quicker. So in theory. So we shall continue, and hopefully there'll be less trouble. I would like to help, but he won't let me.
Right, just come and hold this then.
Okay, come and hold that. Okay, finally, I've got the other one down.
Voila!
Yeah, a bit pain in here, wasn't it? It does smell a bit lofty, but again, got paneling, clean paneling underneath, give or take. Yeah. So, yeah, happy that. So we shall proceed to the other side.
This one, and then.
Joking.
Yes, of course.
So, right, we have another teeny weeny bit thing before taking the side panel off, aren't we?
Yeah, so
we have what you call a little winch there, that's it, to go up the ramp. And he's got electricals over there. And there's cable coming out over there. And the cable doesn't come out. Because
no, there's no release on it.
So we can't pull that through, basically. So the idea is now we're gonna pull the panel off and then cut this bit off so we can release the cable, because we're not sure. We don't want to cut it just yet, do we?
No, it could be useful.
Could be used for something else.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's.
But just another pain in the ass, isn't it?
From here anyway, so there's no power going to it.
Yeah.
So at least we can now
pull this thing off.
We'll cut that.
Yeah, we released it all. I managed to do it this time. I was allowed to help out.
Only for a moment.
For a moment, so yeah.
Dangerous Brian had to vacate quite quickly.
So there we are. So we're going to be pulling this off in a second. Okay, mission accomplished. So that one's out. A bit of a pig. We managed to do it. So now, right.
So now
that's what it looks like.
We're going to go around and release now all of the
rivets.
Getting out.
Yeah, but here we are, isn't it? Starting to look in a bit nicer.
Yeah.
I think the big one will be is the bulkhead, because that's going to make quite a huge difference to A, light, and B, space at the top as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I think the most challenging, that would be a challenge, I think.
The roof. Oh, I'm not so sure.
I think so.
Because the roof itself, all that's riveted on, I don't think it's massive. So I think it might just sort of drop down.
Alright, okay. Be interesting.
Yeah.
So first things first, Mr. Daniel released the lights, okay, because apparently I thought we were going to take the bulkhead first, but no, apparently the roof overlaps with the top of the bulkhead here. And this is like thick all the way around. So we're going to be taking lights off and then the rivets off the top, and then hopefully it's just going to come off.
Yeah, it's riveted all underneath
yeah.
these as it folds around and goes under.
And it's all in one piece.
Got rivets there. We need to drill out these ones so it will just drop, because at the minute it's going to want to sit and hold on to those.
I really don't think it's going to be dropping. I think it's going to be a pain in the ass, but anyway, right, let's continue with that. Okay, so Daniel is continuing with the rivets.
Yes.
Loads, isn't it? Loads. And it's made a boo-boo.
Yeah, there's loads on the ceiling. I'm hoping
she will tug on it.
I'll have to drill these ones in.
Right. Okay, well, we shall let you get on. And while he's doing this, I'm tidying up the sides of the house, trying to find a place to put those fiberglass panels until we decide what we're going to do with them. So,
yeah.
All fun and games, huh?
It is fun and games.
Yeah, so, off, chop, chop.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so, Mr. Daniel drilled out all of the things, right? And it looks like it's coming apart. Oh yeah, it's collapsing here. Not collapsing, but it's going down. The issue that he thought we might have is here is the door and the door runner. And and Mrs. sits above that, so we're not sure whether we'll be able to get this out in one piece or not. But nonetheless, you can see it's coming down. So I think I need to give him a hand. Alright guys, we just literally managed to get this roof out in one piece. Right, I'm gonna turn this around. This is absolute shocker what actually was underneath. So let me turn you around. This is the roof. And that, it's manky.
Fucking mouldy.
Really, really moldy. But looking at that, that's actually gained us extra headspace, like a lot. A lot of extra space. I'm trying not to breathe this in, but yeah, which is really good. It's crazy. Like now looking up there, all that space above, can climb up there, all that space could be made into a storage. I'm not sure they'll all drop this. Looks like bird shit or something.
You could put your knickers in there, couldn't you?
That is pretty.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Wet splats.
Is that a ball though? What is
There's
that?
the aerial.
Oh, aerial.
The aerial's in there as well.
Oh yeah, that's like, just imagine, right?
Yeah.
This is something we have to be dealing with to put
Yeah, straight
extra, no, space.
Extra support.
Yeah, end space. It's cubby hole, but let me step down. But yeah, we definitely gained another good few inches by taking this off. But of course, the insulation will go in between. Fuck me, there's, excuse me, a lot of cleaning to be done. But nonetheless, oh yeah, got extra space there as well. Again, hopefully we'll make into some storage bits. Well, that's pretty cool. It's crazy. It's really crazy how much space that opens up.
I can't believe how disgusting that is.
Yeah,
that's like solid, dirty, skanky mould, isn't it?
It is. And just imagine.
You haven't got yours on.
No, but just imagine now taking a bulkhead as well. That's going to open it up a lot more. So, right.
Right. So now we need to get our new boat.
Yeah.
Right.
Boat, anyone?
Down to
Dace.
down to the marina.
That's a huge one. Good job I cleared the side of the house, isn't it? Oops. Okay. Right, anyway, we're going to be dealing with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, on this mouldy note, I think I'm going to finish this episode. We do apologise for the episodes are going to be done and kind of the bits and pieces because I have to process them, get them done. Obviously, I have to make sure I don't lose any footage because obviously I do film a lot for the channel as well, just to make sure that everything gets sort of doesn't get lost. So, but that's that. So, hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed this recipe. So guys, hopefully have enjoyed this episode. As you can see, it's a lot of hard work, and unfortunately for us, it's even harder because of the obviously the fiberglass coating. Generally, as I said, people wouldn't have to be dealing with that sort of thing. But nonetheless, 3 days later, we're absolutely knackered, and I have to be spending the during the week finding times to clean all this absolutely manky nonsense. I don't want to be standing there for any longer because I'm breathing all this stuff in. Anyway guys, well, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you on the next episode. Bye bye.